Here we go, kitties. It is, well, the thermometer's a little off. It's more like 18, I guess. Let's go, Big Brown. Let's go. And we can take a little walk down back here, down past the greenhouses. These guys will exercise. I guess we can see it. Take a look. Crispy, crunchy. Stream nice and blocked up. Yep. A little soft in here. Head down the little trail. Taking off for one little walk because I guess tonight we're supposed to get 1 to 3 inches of snow. I kind of wish it was 1 to 3 feet. These old farmhouses we live in, they're a little more insulated as opposed to having 10-degree weather with no snow around the foundation. I know that sounds silly, but it's true. Making our way to the pond. We had some ice here a few weeks ago. Cut down a lot of treetops. I've cleaned some of the ones up on the trails, but some of these larger ones I've left. When my much younger and muscular nephew comes up, we'll certainly hopefully get a few of these. You can see that it's about a 7-inch pine up there. It snapped it right off. There's a lot of that in the woods now. And the ones we don't get will crumble up, fall on the ground. Plenty of animal tracks out here. We've got deer and fox, fisher cat, usual stuff. Sorry about the shakiness, but I take my gloves off. This is my first time operating any type of action camera, and I'm looking at it through the back, but the picture keeps shutting off, so I don't know if it's still filming or not. There's the old trout pond. Doesn't have any trout in it yet, but we're certainly working on it. One of the many projects. Something's walking across there. The dogs. Come on. No, no, no. Come on. Got 3 of them kicking around here. There's a 4th. The brown one right there is the mother to Ellie, right, the black one, and Roscoe, her brother. And the white one is Faye, and the brown one is Lola. All good dogs. They love running around. And up here is the fields that we have in between the rest of the property. Pretty good size spread here. Nice hay field. Spent a lot of time in my youth picking rocks out. The rocks you still see, like that one there, even though it only looks like a little rock sticking out. Yeah, it's probably the size of a car under there. So I never got picked out. I always watch Faye because she's pretty good at knowing if there's danger or something else around. The other dog's just pretty oblivious to it. That there is my great nephew's little kitty cat track. That's my boot for comparison. It's a little track. It's one of those little Arctic Cat ones. We repowered it. It goes in this stuff okay, but anything more it would just get stuck. Has to be pretty cold out. Snow's got to be loose. Pretty nice day out. Making our way over to the shooting range. I don't want to spend a lot of time out here today. So, there's a shooting range. It's about 200 yards. I don't know, you probably can't see it, but down there is a beginning of the berm. There's a metal silhouette way down there. They're still in the process of cleaning the rock wall out that's along the edge and filling in with dirt. It's kind of hard to do it this time of the year, even though the ground's solid. So is the dirt, so it's hard digging. You can break down through the frost, but it just sucks up the fuel and beats the hell out of the old equipment we have. So I usually wait in the summertime when it's a little more manageable. The newest piece of equipment I have here is a 1987 backhoe, if that gives you any indication. But I do like playing around with that old equipment. All right, let's go. This is all torn up here. There used to be stone walls in between these trees. If you look down, you can see the row of trees. But as the trees die out, I take them out, and I never really liked the stone walls in here. When you have a hay field, you just want to keep continually driving through, making hay, and not having to go around trees or stone walls. These trees, these great big oaks, aren't going anywhere. All that maple. That one there is healthy, but the other one right there, I know it's hard to tell now, but in the summertime, every year it gets less and less leaves, so I assume that one will be going at some point, and I'm sorry, that's an oak tree in front, but the maple tree is out back. The next one down. And you can see even the latest little ice storm we had was a little rough on them. Even though it's been 23 years since the ice storm of 24 years since the ice storm of 98. And you can see where that maple never really grew back, the top of it, and even old growth on these. It was just broken off. It's the way it is with a lot of woods up here in New England. When the price of pine kind of went up a little bit, it made everybody cut their properties off. We did the same. We have a tree growth project here that every 10 years you have to come up with a plan. And my 10 years happened to follow on the year 2020, which, as the rest of you know, you couldn't get a forester up here if you wanted to. Everything was locked down. So I had hired an independent gentleman from down the street to come up and cut a few acres off out back of just rotten white oak and down trees. It went pretty quick, but I figured I had covered my butt. And when I finally did get a forester up here, he walked the property, and he was pretty impressed, I guess, as far as the management and how the woods looked. But it had been 10 years since we'd cut any of that out, and it grows back good. I'm making trails up through there just for recreation. Friends that have ATVs or just want to go for a walk. Like a lot of towns around here, they're shutting down ATV trails a lot. And it's basically because people buy the property up and don't want to be bothered with ATVs or UTVs or snowmobiles coming through. So I'm working on something like that. I'm not going to have a 500 unit course through here, but a few friends, relatives that come up and have them can enjoy a couple miles of trails. Although it seems like a lot, but you can cover a couple miles of trail in an hour, literally. So it would just be a matter of you driving it around or stopping and taking breaks. But at least it gives people something to do, I guess. One thing we have around here is a lot of rocks. Little rocks. They grow everywhere. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Faye. Come on. Good girl, little Ellie. Come on. Faye. Come on. Let's go. I had to get rid of a couple porcupines down over the hill there, and they're smelling away. Although Faye stays right away from them because she knows the quills in them are pretty dangerous. The other two, Ellie, I think she's only 6 months old now. Still in that experimenting with everything, trying it out, and we already pulled a couple small quills out of her. Well, yeah, that's it. Alright, everybody. Have a good day.